What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I know it's been a hot minute since you seen me, but today I'm going to come at you with a slightly new project on the bench. Sorry about the background noise, but that's what happens when you're trying to record outdoors in the heat of Texas. Bugs are blazing and trying to get this started before it gets too hot out. With that being said, as you see, I've got an Axial Yeti right here, and it is, well, it has seen better days. So, we are going to do the paint project. I've been asked by a few of y'all to explain how I do my paint projects. So, I'm going to take this one a little bit slower than I did with my one truck, poor boy. And I'll take you more through the steps of what I do. So, let's get the truck off the bench. And the body I'm going with is a discontinued Proline body. It is the Baja Beetle body. I picked this up when I was in California last year, probably about 10 months ago. And after much time and deliberation, I finally figured out how I wanted to mark this thing up. We're going to be going with basically 5 colors. We're going to be doing black, white, gray or silver with red. And we'll go from there. There will be a little bit of blue on here as well, right along the windows. And I've marked out each section with different letterings. Obviously, that gets cut out. But all it is to help me and remind me of what colors are going where. This isn't going to be as complicated as Poor Boy's body was, but still decently complicated nonetheless. And typical Proline comes with a bunch of stickers. This is a licensed body, so I will be putting a couple of the VW stickers on there, the door handles, and a couple others. Also comes with pre-cut window masks. Now you really can't see it. Let's see if I can see a little bit of the shiny. There we go, a little bit of the shininess in the sun. Trying to do this underneath a couple trees so I'm not burning myself up to daylights. And a couple of mounting hardware screws, which will go in the back of the body to help mount the body to the cage. And the colors I'll be using on this truck is Piet to my color, PS1 white, PS5 black, PS2 red, PS12 silver, and PS16. But first we gotta prep the body, we gotta wash it. So I'm gonna go get a wash real quick. And then we're gonna start putting on 3 coats of the liquid mask. And I'll do a time lapse on that one so that way it's not so boring to watch me paint a coating on a body. So we'll get right back. And with the body freshly washed, we're going to dry it out real quick. Make sure you use a non-lint towel like this. You can get this at one of your more popular hot auto repair stores. Meant for cleaning glass. Name brand. Doesn't have to be name brand, but just what I use. You can use regular paper towel, but regular paper towel likes to leave lint behind, and lint always ends up just getting into the paint and ends up looking like making your really awesome paint job not so awesome looking in the end. So we'll get this dried off, and then we're going to get to getting that first coat of liquid masking put on. And that's it. Take a cheap little 99-cent brush. If you use liquid mask, make sure you shake it. So, I'm doing this outside as I said earlier, but that's because this stuff does kind of have a smell, and I'd rather that smell be outside than inside. So, now you get to watch me paint the inside of a bottle. Now, one thing you might want to do, let's get that out the way, is flip the body over and double check to make sure you got all of the body painted before you close it up. It's always a good idea to take heavy spots like that and thin it out just a little bit so it makes it a little easier. Don't make it super thin, but just thin it out so that way your next few coats will go on easier. And when you go to peel it, it doesn't fight you as bad. But we're going to let this dry. And then, I did miss a spot up front. There we go. So, next time you see this is going to have 4 coats of the liquid mask on it. And we're going to start doing the prep work for getting it cut for all the different colors that I kind of showed you. We're going to be painting this in earlier. So, let's get to it. And now as you can see, and again the bugs decide not to leave me alone, you can see we got all the coats of the liquid mask on. Now, I'll take my X-Acto blade, little tester's, little one I picked up at the local hobby store, and we're going to flip it over and we're going to start making our cutouts on our lines that we drew on the body. And you always want to start with your darkest color first, so that would be the black. So we're going to be putting black on here on the hood, and then back here where it shows these fake black tubes, which will also integrate partially into the cage of the factory Yeti. So this might be a little boring, but you get to watch me cut it out. Now remember, this doesn't require a lot of pressure, just a light pressure on it, and if it doesn't peel off right a bit, just go ahead and recut your lines. But remember, light pressure. So let's go ahead and let's go after the hood first. And just remember, take your time, because the devil's in the details. So I'm going to get all this cut out, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. So, as you can see, we got the 2 hood pieces cut out, and we got the cage pieces cut out. So, we're going to shake up the can of black, and we're going to get the first coat put on. Now remember, when you're putting your coats of paint onto the body, you never want to do it thick. Just do light coats. Even if you got to do 3, 4, anything more than 3 to 4 is a little overkill, but just remember it's light coats, because anything heavy causes runs, and well, it just ends up looking like, yeah, it's an RC body, but you know, you gotta have pride with what you do. So that'll be the first coat for the back. And let's get that front done. Like I said, light coats. That's the first coat of the black. And we'll let that dry. We'll do a couple more coats and then we'll switch over to the next color, which will be red. As you can see, we got all the black done on the hood, and then we also got the black done back here where the bars are going to be. But now the next color is going to be red. What I do with it, there it is. And we're going to be spraying the back half of the side of the body on this side and this side. So let's get that sprayed on and show you what it looks like when it's done. And as you can see, we got all the red done, we got all the black done, red done over here, and the black back here. Now, as you can see, I've already peeled out for the next color here, but I only now just put on the window mask. Figure that the liquid mask might pull the stickers off when I go to peel it, so I decided to wait until I peeled it, and then I put the stickers on. So, our next color is going to be blue. And let's get that first coat on. We'll let that sit, and we'll put the rest of the blue on, and I'll show you what the next color is going to be. And as you can see, we got the blue all done, we got the red done, we got the black done. Now, we're going to be putting a little bit of that PS12 silver on it. Let's get that first coat sprayed. That's one side down. Kind of gives you an idea what the car is going to look like in the end. But don't forget, we still got this silver and one more coat and the last coat of white to do. So, I'll show you what the silver looks like when it's all done. As you can see, we got all the blue, all the red, all the black, and all the silver done. The only color left is that PS1 white. So, I did put the mask on. I am planning on keeping the windshield and these two back windows here and here, but I'm not going to keep these ones. I'm going to cut these ones out and then put like a mesh over it to give it that racing look. So, let's get this white started, and I'll show you what the final paint job looks like when it's done. Coat one done. Let's see what it looks like when we're finished. And with all the body trimmed, painted, stickered, and mounted, yeah, that's not what it looks like. This is the old body over the new one. So let's get this old crap off, and here you go. This is what she looks like. All nice and spiffy, stickered, and pretty happy with the paint job. It's got a few mistakes, but hey, no paint job's ever perfect. But overall, it's really easy. But I use liquid masking. If you decide not to, it's up to you. It's, you know, that's the one nice thing about this hobby. It's personal preference. So if you like what I did, like what you seen, if you want to see more stuff like this, let me know, and I'll see you on the next one.